Shalom Kinderlach. Today we're continuing in our stories of inspiration. We're going to be learning about the holy Rebbetzin Henny Machlis. And the name of her book is called the name of the book about her is called A House Full of Chesed. This is written by Shmuel Blitz, and there are amazing pictures in here by Leah Krohn. So the story, we're going to be listening to two stories today. The first one is called The Shabbos Guests. I love this story. Love this story. Here we go. Many guests would sleep in the Machlis home. This happened both on Shabbos and also during the week. For those of you who don't know who Henny Machlis was, we've spoken to her about her in other stories. Henny Machlis was an unbelievable balas chesed. She and her husband, they would have hundreds of people at their house all the time. Every Friday night, they'd have tons and tons and tons of guests. They lived for chesed. They lived for kindness. They lived for being open. And these stories are full of inspiration. Anyways, back to the story. Many guests would sleep in the Machlis home. This happened both on Shabbos and during the week. Sometimes people told Henny before they came, and sometimes they would just pop in. Many times it was just one person, but sometimes it was an entire family that would come. Once, the mother of a family with 7 children called Henny, "I'm so excited we're coming to Eretz Yisrael next week. Would you mind if all of us stay by you for Shabbos?" Imagine getting a random call that 7 people are coming. A mother with 7 children are coming. "Would you mind?" "Of course you can come," Henny replied. She never said no to anyone. Unbelievable. Friday morning arrived. Where am I going to put 7 children and their mother and father for the Shabbos? 9 people, she wondered. I really do not have any extra room. But Henny was not nervous, not even a bit. "Hashem, you know these are really not my guests, they're your guests. You are running this world. It is not me doing the chesed. You are the one who really shows chesed. So I'm not going to worry about this. You will provide an answer just like you always do." The clock was ticking. Henny continued her Shabbos preparations. It was already Friday afternoon. Suddenly, there was a knock on her door. A neighbor who she did not see often was standing there. "I see your car doors are all open. It seems strange. Is there a reason?" the neighbor asked. Henny said, "Don't worry, the car is fine. By the way, do you know anyone going away for Shabbos who has room in their house?" "As a matter of fact, we're going to Tzfat and we're about to leave," the neighbor replied. After Henny explained that she needed a place for 9 people, the neighbor was more than happy to help and offered her home. Henny never even felt that she was helping all these people. She knew that it was really Hashem doing all the work. Could you imagine that kind of bitachon, that kind of faith? 9 people want to show up. I know Hashem, I know you're going to take care of it. What an amazing role model. Another story, here we go. This one is also quite special. It's called The Chicken Surprise. Yonina was a young woman who had just gotten married. She and her husband lived 1 flight above Henny. Yonina and Henny became very, very close in a short amount of time. Yonina often would ask Henny for all kinds of advice. Imagine living next to such a balas chesed and having such an amazing role model in your life. One Friday afternoon, just 45 minutes before Shabbos, there was a knock on Yonina's door. It was Henny's daughter, Batsheva, holding 2 large trays of uncooked chickens. "Our oven just stopped working," Batsheva said. "Do you have any room in your oven?" "Yes, of course," Yonina said. "I already finished my Shabbos prep." "But why would you need my oven now? It will be Shabbos in 45 minutes. "Chickens," Batsheva answered. "We have a bunch of raw chickens that need to be cooked for Shabbos. You can use my oven, but it takes 2 hours to cook a chicken. How will it be ready in just 45 minutes? It's impossible." Batsheva just smiled and placed the 2 trays in Yonina's oven. Then she ran downstairs and brought up another tray with a few layers of uncooked chickens. The trays filled with chickens took up the entire oven. My mother said to turn the oven up to the highest temperature. She said not to worry, it will all come out perfectly. Everybody knows that you can't cook chicken on the highest temperature, Yonina thought. The top and bottom layers will burn and the middle layers will stay uncooked. My mother said it will be fine, Batsheva reassured her, noticing the puzzled look on Yonina's face. Batsheva returned 45 minutes later, just before Shabbos, took all the chickens out of the oven. There was a wonderful Shabbos Kodesh aroma in the house, like a hint of the scent of Shamayim of Gan Eden. Every piece of chicken was cooked perfectly. Not one was burnt, not one was uncooked. "Make sure you tell your mother to give me the recipe," Yonina told Batsheva. But she knew it wasn't a recipe. It was Henny's bracha that made the chickens come out the way they did. Perfect. Wow. Mrs. Rebbetzin Machlis, Rabbi and Rebbetzin Machlis are on another madriga of what it means to be givers, to be kind, to represent Hashem in this world as givers. Olam chesed ibn Hashem built the world on chesed, and they were such amazing givers, representing this in the world and through Hashem's Torah and mitzvahs. Imagine being on this level. Now, not all of us can be on that level that we will let 9 people show up at our house right before Shabbos, and that hundreds of people can come for our meals, or that we can put 2 trays of chicken and know that it's all going to work out. But if we look at them and just a little bit ask ourselves, how do we have a little bit more chesed in this world, in our lives and helping other people, the world would be a much better place. Have a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow.